beat pesto. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go! 30 base. Pilot, 64, weak. 5. You. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You must be dreaming. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
First down, Minnesota.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Open here, Adam Thielen. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First down, Vikings.
Ready up.
Check right 50. Mike is a 50. Check right 50. Squeeze, double up.
SOS. 61. Matchbox lights. Snap.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Come on,
after the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. He'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm here.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All day, dog.
Play action. Now it's Murray going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
I got you, boy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Too little, Cupcake. A little flare. A little. Next box. Right.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 18 Gator. General West. Hey, box drop. 5.
He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Watch out.
Blue draw Porkins.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 5. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Not today.
Mike 5-5.
All day.
Throwing again, Murray. Yeah, that is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Mark 55.
Second down and goal. Murray to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he is going to go down. back at the 11-yard line. Sheldon Rankins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down, here's Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they run with Mixon. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second and 9, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, that was a deep one there. They are making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A third down gain of 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's
got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And Isabella with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You go out. You can't block me.
Again, it's Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Murray. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Shotgun now from Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Strip that ball. Hey, check right, check right.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Murray. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. This one caught by Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
That's Isabella open on the right side. The completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the night, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
X3, 218, chopper. Bravo. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Set, ready. 54, come on.
54, Mike.
Come on, D.
Murray to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back to throw. Murray. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly. But my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
I got it. Right there. 54.
To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
That's another Cardinals.
Now Murray. He's got a man sideline. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Go, go, go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
First down and 10 yards to go.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
Let's go. Get set.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Arizona, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.